almost busted in Laredo, but for reasons that I'd rather not disclose.
I smoke pot, and I like it a lot. Hi, this is Willie Nelson. I learned a long time ago that marijuana is a lot safer to use than alcohol. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the responsible use of marijuana by adults. It's time we stopped arresting and started respecting responsible marijuana smokers in America. And to learn what you can do to help, please contact NORML at www.norml.org or call toll-free at 888-67-NORML.
The show was long and we were just sitting there, and we'd come to play and not just for the ride.
And distributed by the National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws in Washington, D.C. This is your daily audio stash, the growing truth about cannabis. Welcome to the most popular audio podcast regarding marijuana in all of America and all the world, featuring interviews with scientists, politicians, doctors, prohibition policy activists, regular cannabis consumers, musicians, and NORML staff and NORML's board of directors, along with music and comedy no other podcast can offer. You can always find out more about the show at our website, NORMLAudiostash.com. We're ending marijuana prohibition with education, one listener at a time. Welcome back to the Audio Stash today. It is Monday, August 6th. I'm your host, Chris Goldstein. Take a moment to join us at NORML to help end senseless marijuana prohibition in America. We can do it together, but legalization won't happen without your support. So make sure you join NORML or donate to NORML today at norml.org. Speaking of supporting NORML, there's a huge way to do that this week in Austin, Texas. This Friday, August 10th, Willie Nelson and others will hold a benefit concert for NORML and other marijuana law reform organizations under the sky at the Backyard venue in Austin, Texas. More information and tickets are available online at austinfreedomfest.org. We got links to that site on our website today at normlAudiostash.com. This is going to be a huge event, and it's going to be a milestone in modern legalization. It's the first benefit concert Willie Nelson has performed specifically for marijuana law reform groups. So make sure to get on down to Texas. Austin is just a gorgeous city. It's a perfect place to have this. We heard from Mark Stepnoski on Friday's Audio Stash talking about what a great city Austin is, what a great event this will be. Also, this week on the Audio Stash, we're going to speak with some of the performers. Ray Benson, who is a legend of the country western music industry, is going to be here on the program tomorrow. We're also going to hear some tunes from his group, Asleep at the Wheel. They're touring around with Willie Nelson right now. They're also on tour with Merle Haggard earlier this year. So we'll be hearing from Ray Benson and Asleep at the Wheel in tomorrow's Audio Stash. Wednesday, we're going to hear from Carolyn Wonderland and also hear some great tunes from Carolyn. She's just a wonderful performer. All this week, we're going to hear from musicians and reformers from the Lone Star State, a lot of whom will be right there on stage or right off stage at Austin's Freedom Fest on Friday. If you are anywhere near Austin, or heck, if you can get a cheap airline ticket in, you want to be at this event, folks. Again, it's Friday, August 10th, this Friday at the Backyard in Austin, Texas. Tickets and more information are available online right now at austinfreedomfest.org. We're going to hear from a lot of those folks this week. Today, here on the Audio Stash this Monday, I'm going to talk about another group that very much supports NORML and the reform effort. You've heard of them. They're called the Cottonmouth Kings, and they're out of California. They're on tour right now going around the United States. They're going to be right near my hometown here in Philadelphia this weekend, August 11th. They're going to be at the Electric Factory in Philadelphia. They gave us some CDs to give away this week here on the Audio Stash, so right now is your chance to get them. We've got 3 Cottonmouth Kings Hidden Stash CDs. It's a CD and DVD set to give away today. We're going to draw 3 lucky winners for this one today, folks. All I got to do is send an email to freestuff@normalaudiostash.com. That's freestuff@normalaudiostash.com. Tomorrow, we will draw 3 winners, and 3 lucky folks will get a free copy of the Cottonmouth Kings Hidden Stash CD. And heck, if you don't win it, you can buy that CD up on iTunes. We have links to do it on our website today. We got a chance to sit down with the Cottonmouth Kings in a great interview this fall right here on the Audio Stash. We're going to speak with them again while they're in town this Saturday. So next week, I'll have a brand new interview with these guys, and we'll run up their concert schedule. So let's get to our interview with the Cottonmouth Kings and some music from them, too, off the Hidden Stash. These Cottonmouth Kings CDs won't be the only thing you can win this week. We're going to have some accoutrement from the Austin Freedom Fest to give away this week here on the Audio Stash as well. So listen up every single day, folks, to your first source for marijuana law reform information and the best source for marijuana-related content, especially when it comes to events like Austin's Freedom Fest. We're going to have great coverage of the Seattle Hemp Fest, which is also taking place this month. Folks, August is a hoppin' month for marijuana law reform. Make sure you get active. Get out to one of these events. They're happening all around the country. September is the Boston Freedom Rally. The Seattle Hemp Fest is this month, along with the Austin Freedom Fest. There's a whole lot going on to get you involved with reform. No excuses out there, folks. Get active with marijuana law reform this month. August is a great time to do it. Join NORML. Donate to NORML. Go to an event. Donate to NORML at the event. There's so many ways to do it. These guys want you to help out, too. Here's the Cottonmouth Kings. You can find them online at Suburban Noise Records. We have links to them up at normalaudiostash.com.
You know the key click, yeah, we got the bomb weed. We got the Southern Cali shit that make your eyes bleed. Eddie and D-Lo, and our boy Johnny Rick, the B-Dub, Big Rock, Rick Monster, Heavy Hitter. Where's the weed at? Yo, where's the weed at? This shit my backpack, but you can't touch that. Where's the weed at? Yo, where's the weed at? I need to take a rip quick, tell me where the weed's at. Where's the weed at? Yo, where's the weed at? You know I'm holding, I just know where the weed's at. So where's the weed at? Yo, where's the weed at? Somebody gotta know where the motherfucking weed's at. This sun is coming with my prom, blowing hella smoke. I got the mountain side. up on the floor. I got them crib nugs, I got them big sacks. I got the type of butt that keep you in your fucking ass. I got the type of weed that make you wanna bug out. Without it, got the type of shit that get you drug out. We get super high, we get super red. We putting it down for the weed smoking clicks. So where's the weed at? I need a roll of blunt. Pull that shit back, fill it up, don't run. Lick it up, stick it, burn it, smoke it to the butt. Finish that shit, then roll another one up. So where's the weed at? Yo, where's the weed at? It's in my backpack, but you can't touch that. Where's the weed at? Yo, where's the weed at? I need to take a look quick, tell me where the weed's at. Where's the weed at? Yo, where's the weed at? You know I'm holding, knowing where the weed's at. So where's the weed at? Yo, where's the weed at? Somebody gotta know where the motherfucking weed's at. Where's the weed at? Yo, where's the weed at?
That was the Cottonmouth Kings with Where's the Weed At here on NORML's Daily Audio Stash. You can link up to their label that has a catalog of music any marijuana smoker will enjoy at suburbannoiserecords.com. It's a great privilege to welcome the Cottonmouth Kings here to NORML's Daily Audio Stash. Guys, welcome to the show.
How you doing, guys? This is Daddy X from the Cottonmouth Kings.
Yeah, and Big Ponkalika from the Cottonmouth Kings chilling up in the building, vaporizing.
So great to have you guys here on the stash today. We just played Where's the Weed At, found up at the Independent Online Distribution Alliance, and your albums are quickly becoming some of the most popular at the IODA website and service. So not just our audience listening in, but people all around the country are getting turned on by this music. Are you guys surprised by this tremendous online success?
Well, the bottom line is Cottonmouth Kings, there's a lot of these initiatives on the ballot are grassroots, people who really care, are rolling up their sleeves and putting the hard work and time in to change things. Cottonmouth Kings have been touring the country for the last 10 years, consistently putting out albums. So we have a whole catalog of record. We've been on the front lines for this fight to decriminalize and bring just a certain level of awareness to people that enjoy marijuana, that people put so much hard work into getting these initiatives even on the ballots, man. We got to support the people that do that, or else people are going to continue to get harassed, thrown in jail, fined for a plant. It's time that we take a step forward as a society and as a people to get more in touch with nature, and let's put this in proper perspective, to decriminalize a plant and let's make it the lowest priority for law enforcement is to harass people that smoke marijuana.
Yeah, tell them, Max. That's what's up.
Daddy X, I'm so amazed. You guys are so honest and straightforward. You've put up over 1,600 live shows everywhere in America and beyond. What are you seeing in attitudes towards pot around the country? Is this message getting out there off the coasts and into middle America?
Yeah, absolutely. Everywhere you go, you see more and more people that are not afraid to come out and let their voice be heard, and the more people get active. And then you always hear the terrible stories about fans coming up who maybe had a couple joints on them in a zero-tolerance state and are facing some serious jail time over it, and that's kind of depressing, and especially in this day and age where it seems like we have so much hypocrisy when it comes to moral standards in this country. War is acceptable and alcohol and guns are legal, but yet it's still illegal to grow a plant. So that still doesn't make any sense to me as a human being. It's not whether you smoke marijuana or not smoke marijuana, but there's a bigger issue here, and that is personal freedom, and I think that's the most important thing,
And do you rank adults being able to possess and use marijuana recreationally as becoming a civil right issue?
I think it is a civil right issue, personally, because the bottom line is, why should you have to live in fear if you decide to put a couple seeds in the ground on your property and grow a plant, or if you want to smoke a joint at your house? Like, why should you live in fear? Obviously, whether it's legal on the books or illegal, there's millions of Americans from all walks of life, from police, firemen, construction workers, lawyers, doctors, dentists, whatever they do. There's so many people that smoke marijuana, and it's just not that big of a deal, You go to a place like Amsterdam, where the Cottonmouth Kings are heading in 2 weeks for the Cannabis Cup, where marijuana is decriminalized. It's not illegal there, and it's monitored, and it's not that big of a deal. Society continues to function in a normal pace, and it's not. I don't think there would be any less people smoking if it's legal or illegal. I just think hopefully it drive these ridiculous black market prices down, because the price of weed is ridiculous right now,
It's off the chain.
Pot really is the hottest commodity in America. Just last week, we heard that there were over an $80 million underground marijuana economy just in the town of Colorado Springs. 41 pounds a day being sold just in that city.
That is crazy facts, man. But it proves the fact that the people, if this is truly a democracy for the people and by the people, why would anybody? Let's at least kind of put on a level where people's lives aren't getting ruined behind this. It's 2006, man. The 60s were 40 years ago. You know what I mean? I think at this point, a lot of the kids that come to the Cottonmouth King show, their parents maybe came from, the 60s or the 70s, where smoking weed was just a normal thing. So it's not that taboo as it was like in the 50s when they had all the different propaganda out there. When the government was launching this campaign against cannabis and reefer madness and trying to make it sound like something that it wasn't. I think we got a lot better perspective on it now. And once again, it's not whether you smoke or don't smoke. It's just about personal freedom to make that choice, and not having some law enforcement agency or somebody with a gun and a badge threatening to throw you in a cage for smoking a plant.
You know what I mean? They try to get you to do pharmaceuticals. You know what I mean? They don't want you to do something that's actually good for you. You know what I mean? That comes from the earth. You know what I'm saying?
The legal drug deals. You're right about the pharmaceuticals, P.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's big business. The government's not supposed to be run by big business. That's why it's moved out from Philly and in D.C. originally. You know what I mean? Now it's supposed to be by the people. You know what I'm saying? For the people. And it's not like that. It's for some people. Legalized, not legal lies. That's what's up.
That's right. The last thing we need is more Christian right congressmen molesting little boys and coming out smoking crystal meth with their gay prostitute men. You know what I mean? These people make me sick. It's the same aristocrats that brought fucking African Americans over here in slave ships. You know what I mean? It's that same mentality to oppress people and to control. And it's we need to break free of this, man. It's 2006. It's time we move forward. And get on a higher consciousness as a people.
It sounds like you guys are chiming in on this. In many ways, an unspoken conflict here. Do you think that there's a class struggle in America right now?
I think there absolutely is. I mean, there's
their class and then there's everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
It's definitely turned into I think the middle class is starting to deplete, actually. It sounds like there's the upper class and the lower class, people that have and have not, But we'll see, man. We'll see what happens, obviously, with the inflated real estate market and all the craziness that's going on. If the bottom starts to fall out, obviously, look at the oil prices. I mean, the thing, obviously, we could go on and we could delve into what we're doing, to the environment, to the people with fuel, with alternative fuels. It seems like the people that are really calling the shots and making the big money in this country off these big corporations that exploit, the American people don't want change and reform in a positive way. The farther and farther we get away from living in balance with nature is the farther and farther we're getting away to evolving to the next level as a people. We're either going to destroy ourselves and self-destruct, or we're going to, figure it out and come together and realize this is one planet we're all sharing, and let's do away with the madness and the foolishness,
And that was the message of so many of those groups you mentioned from the 60s generation. But the Cottonmouth Kings blending punk and hip-hop, these musical forms have really represented the heartbeat of modern American culture. Punk music developing on both sides of the Atlantic simultaneously in its birth and exploding around the world, and hip-hop really a truly American art form, the next level of jazz in so many ways. So this combination of punk and hip-hop, is that the musical form to really push the limits of truth and get it out there to the people?
Well, it's always one of those things where music, whether it's hip-hop, punk rock, the 60s, whatever it is, it seems like music has always been under a microscope. Even more so than movies or different other forms of, a media that we have out there, For some reason, the music is the voice of the people. It's the chance for the people to express their feelings and their positions, that isn't controlled in any kind of way,
Sure.
Anyway, so punk rock and hip-hop, that was the voice of the people. So I think that music is a great communicator and a great common ground to unify people, but at the end of the day, in the 60s, you look at hip-hop, I mean, Public Enemy, some of the most radical groups there was, punk rock movement. Yes, it can make some changes in individuals, but is it going to change the world as a whole? I don't think music, I think music is more of a, I don't think it's like a political means to an end, you know?
It's an awakening, you know, I mean, it awakens, you know, when you hear music, it goes to your soul, you know, I mean, and all you can do is hopefully you open other people's eyes and views to, you know, what they're, like I said, they're not lying to themselves anymore, you know what I'm saying? Like, the majority of people's problems is they lie to themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can't tell themselves the truth. But it is what it is. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're either living in a fantasy world or you're living in reality. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, you gotta, you know, that's just what's up. You know what I mean? They're really like, you know, they tell themselves all these lies and they live this, and this, and this. Well, the consequences, like what X said, you know, we're either going to destroy ourselves, but if we destroy ourselves, we're destroying everything else with it, though. You know, we're not only destroying just the human race, we're destroying everything else as well. You know what I mean? So we got to either wake up or it's just done. You know what I mean? That's what's up. You know, we don't have that much time anymore. You know, global warming's real deal. You know, it's just not some made-up thing. You know what I mean? It's real.
Although they want to make it sound like it's just propaganda by some crazy left-wing, you know, hippies or whatever the deal is, you know what I mean? But the bottom line is we just need to live in balance with each other and with nature, you know?
And do you guys find that embracing this online cyberspace world, people are flocking to your music on the internet? We're airing this in a podcast, so in this totally digital world, can we maintain that balance with nature?
Here's the thing. It depends how you use the technology, you know what I mean? Obviously, the technology, however it came to be, you know, whether it's, who knows, you know, there's a lot of philosophies on where all this technology came from, but if it's used in a positive way and people are using it to get information and to communicate with each other, it can be used in a positive way or it can be used in a negative way. But what I like about it is it gives the people, all of a sudden the people have a voice and then the people have a say, you know. But I would always encourage everybody to try and find balance in everything in life. Get out, get out, take a hike and get out in nature, you know, just find balance, you know.
Cottonmouth Kings Coast to Coast is out now, and we have links to it at normalaudiostash.com. Everyone can go direct at suburbannoiserecords.com. And this is a new addition to a great body of work. Where do you see the Cottonmouth Kings evolving in your music?
Well, I mean, the bottom line is to make as many records. We make a record a year, plus we usually, we're getting ready to release Hidden Stash 3, which is a collection of songs that never appeared on a Cottonmouth Kings full length. It's 36 tracks plus a full-length DVD. That comes out November 21st. And there's stuff, B-sides, some new songs we did, collaborations, and it's a third in the series called the Hidden Stash. And basically what it is songs that didn't make the Cottonmouth Kings full length for whatever reason, you know, or appeared somewhere else, or just new tracks. And as far as like making records, we try to make each record a little different than the last, you know. Of course, there's always going to be the common elements of the Cottonmouth Kings that makes the Cottonmouth Kings vocally. It's going to be the, you know, D-Lo, Richter, and myself vocally, you know, blending. So, I mean, you're going to have the consistency there. And then as far as musically, we try not to limit ourselves. We try to, if we feel like we want to try some punk rock stuff and that's the energy we're feeling, we'll try it. If we feel like just making hip-hop stuff, we'll try it. We try and make some stony songs, we'll try that, you know. Like I said, who knows? I mean, I definitely, I hope we can keep evolving as songwriters, and I hope our production keeps evolving. It seems like it is. It's definitely a constant cycle of creativity from making records to touring and playing live. It's like there's the musician's wheel. Like the old jazz players used to have a thing called the musician's wheel, and that had 4 parts: rehearsing, writing, recording, and performing. You know what I mean? So we believe that fully we operate on the musician's wheel. So we're constantly, if we're not doing one of those things, we're always either recording, writing, rehearsing, or performing. And we have the beautiful opportunity to make music for a living and touch this many people. So, you know, we take advantage of it. We have our own label, Suburban Noise Records. So every day it's, you know, we're digging in. We're in the trenches here, you know, making videos. We're doing a TV show called Rip and Tear right now, which is a lifestyle culture show, which is getting ready to launch on DirecTV and Time Warner Cable here in 6 weeks on Havoc TV. It'll also be on the Internet. We have 20 plus acts on the label Suburban Noise Records, Head PE, the X Clan, King Spade, Funk Junkies, Dirtball, Big B, the list goes on, so to go to suburbannoiserecords.com to check out the artists. But we want to be able to continue to have this underground movement build and grow in positive ways,
We're with the Cottonmouth Kings here on NORML's Daily Audio Stash today. We're talking about underground music. What does that mean?
What I would say is that, to me, underground means existing outside of the mainstream. You still don't. This is completely underground. You hear Cottonmouth Kings. You hear about it as word of mouth. You don't hear us on the radio. You don't see us on MTV. You don't read us about it in Rolling Stone or Spin or any of these mainstream music publications. It's completely an underground movement. The reason we're still around 10 years later is because the people have kept us around. And the people validate the music more so than critics ever could or would or wish to.
But we are on the cover of High Times, though. Then we're proud of that.
Yes, sir.
I have to ask this. Does the mainstream stuff stay away from anything marijuana? I mean, do the powers that be want to keep everything marijuana, including the Cottonmouth Kings, underground?
You know what? I mean, my instincts would tell me that it plays a large role in it, is what my instincts would tell me. But for me to tell you that for sure, I can't tell because I'm not the powers that be. All we can continue to do is control what we can control. That's the putting on the best concerts, making the best records that we can make, and everything else, will find its home. You don't choose your audience. Your audience chooses you.
Right.
And you know what I mean. But I personally believe that one of the reasons you don't hear about a lot of Cottonmouth Kings in the mainstream is the marijuana issue. Absolutely, But it's an issue that that we feel passionately about. We feel that it's symbolic for freedom and it's symbolic for personal freedom, and people's rights are being violated every day by this drug war.
But in so many ways, the success of the Cottonmouth Kings and the variety of projects Suburban Noise Records is working on, this really epitomizes the ability, frankly, for American marijuana smokers to survive, to continue on. And even with all these senseless laws, that marijuana culture thrives in America and thrives with a smile on its face.
Hey, man, it's like this. We're blessed to have Brother Jay from the X Clan join our label this year, and it's just brought an infusion of freedom fighting to another level with Suburban Noise. He once said that there's a way to perform conscious material without sounding square. It's just pretty much, every day to make yourself better or make yourself more progressive. We're about progression. We're not trying to save the world or play Jesus. We just want to offer what we can. We have wise poetry and we have good music. I hope people catch on. Quote from Brother J, X Clan.
Yeah.
Check out suburbannoiserecords.com and the album links we have on the Audio Stash website to get your own Cottonmouth Kings CDs.
What's up, guys? This is Miss High Times 2007, and you're chilling with us here at the NORML Podcast.
That was our interview with the Cottonmouth Kings from this fall. Many thanks to those guys. We have 3 CDs to give away today. Send your emails to freestuff@normalaudiostash.com. That's freestuff@normalaudiostash.com. And you could be one of 3 lucky winners to get a brand new copy of the Hidden Stash DVD and CD set from the Cottonmouth Kings. They're going to be in Philadelphia this Saturday, August 11th. We're going to sit down with them and have a brand new interview for our listeners right here on NORML's Daily Audio Stash.
Yeah, here comes another one. Cottonmouth King. Finally grab that High Times cover, right? Alright, break up that herb, we get lifted.
Now what you got in yours? You just in case all yours. I know everybody has a so where do you keep yours? Now what you got in yours? You just in case all yours. I know everybody has a so where do you keep yours?
We smoke the best of the best, have a budget, get out west like a shotgun dog, put a hole in your chest. D to the double, never fuck with no stress. Got that one hit to quit if anybody wants step. So put your bag away, we ain't fuck with no bullshit. I'm calling out names and everybody's crawling. If it's good, okay, and if it's whack, take it back to where you got it. Don't try to come and blame. I keep my head right, both night and day. Got my hidden stash always tucked away in the perfect place. it's time to blaze. When it's time to blaze, I'm A-OK. The trick is, I stay lit on arrival. Got my stoner kit, cause I'm fit for survival. Shed the land at the coast to coast. Got a big bag of shrooms and my head's like, whoa.
Now what you got in yours? You just in case on yours. I know everybody has a, so where do you keep yours? Now what you got in yours? You just in case on yours. I know everybody has a, so where do you keep yours? I got my pad locked down with pit bulls and gauges. You plan on taking mine, then you might as well save it. Call it a day and phone is sick to work. Trying to take my end stash, you might end up hurt. I keep my stash on the lock and key. You ain't getting to my stash even if you torture me. I ain't telling where my last rips are hidden. Think you're gonna find out? You must be seriously kidding.
Bitch, please, you know my steez. Got enough hate to make the world sneeze. Hot shoes, I do as I please. You don't like it? You can lick these. My high stash is certified platinum. My time from here to Manhattan. Money making, the cream keeps stacking. Got the joint wide for those who come jacking.
Now what you got in yours? You just in case on yours. I know everybody has a, so where do you keep yours? Now what you got in yours? You just in case on yours. I know everybody has a, so where do you keep yours?
My highs down south, feel my attitude shitty. Need to take another bong, hit it back to Papa Willie's. Up and down the block on a black 650. Hit the corner liquor store to get some beer and some Phillies. Roll another blunt with that Long Beach stuff. The homie James came through with a brand new butter. A custom made piece flown in the West Coast by the Kush crew. With Camp K on the boat.
The Camp K's on the road in the cover of High Times. So snap another load and celebrate with your kind. Cause it's high time we getting recognized for our work. Spend a decade on the front line doing a gang of dirt. Hitting stash number 3 with no signs of stopping. Cottonmouth kings that we constantly dropping. Fresh songs of our hot ass tracks with the best bongs and the dang cassettes. Now what you got in yours? You just in case on yours. I know everybody has a, so where do you keep yours? Now what you got in yours? You just in case on yours. I know everybody has a, so where do you keep yours?
You're listening to NORML's Daily Audio Stash.
Stay tuned all week long. We're going to have interviews, music, and giveaways related to the Austin Freedom Fest. But the best thing to do at the Austin Freedom Fest, well, is to actually be there. So get your tickets online today at austinfreedomfest.org.
76% of Americans no longer support arresting and jailing marijuana smokers, and nearly as many support the medical patients having access to medical marijuana. And over 80% of our citizens now believe the war on drugs is an ineffective failure. So the question is, when will the government's misguided war on adult marijuana smokers finally end? When? Simple. When you and your like-minded friends, family, and coworkers get involved with an organization such as the National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws, also known as NORML. My name is Keith Stropp, and I founded the organization in 1970. Contact us at NORML, toll-free, 888-67-NORML, or by visiting the organization's up-to-date webpage at www.norml.org.
Listening to NORML's Daily Audio Stash, the growing truth about cannabis. Make sure you visit our website at normalaudiostash.com. That's NORMLAUDIOSTASH.com for more information about every day's show. I'm your host, Chris Goldstein. Thanks for listening today. See you at 4:20 tomorrow. The podcasting technology of NORML is made possible by Red Aphid Interactive Media. More information at redaphid.com.